Now, I'm not making this video to crush anybody's dreams or make anybody feel depressed or anything, but y'all remember that movie Troy, and which I think was a pretty good movie, but when Achilles said that he was really wanting to fight this battle just so he can be remembered forever, you know, where people will speak on about him for years, and he was looking for his form of immortality. And you know, a lot of us would like to leave our mark in the world or become a celebrity or make good books or, you know, make something that contributes to humanity that you will always be remembered for. But as I've grown older, I'm starting to think that maybe there is no such thing as actual immortality. Because, now, what I'm saying is, eventually, if we survive as a species on this planet, and we're able to make it out to the stars and go to different planets and everything like that, colonize, I think as we branch out, each colony is going to start over again in their own way. And what I'm saying is, people are going to worry about who's going to be the first president of this planet and who's going to be the first king of that planet and so forth and so on. I mean, that's generally, that may happen, and, you know, and generally once we get to technology, people may just want to colonize on their own planet because, you know, people want to go and just to be under this religious group, or some people may be under science, you know, some people just may not even have a religion and just be out there. People just have their different ways of living, and they're going to have their own different cultures possibly. And once that stuff starts, nobody's going to worry about who was the first president, you know, of the United States. Nobody's going to really worry about who was the first president of China and so on. Nobody's going to really worry about events that happen on this planet because it would be so far behind them, you know, if our species even lasts through space. I mean, you know, like, and, you know, we can live out in space for centuries as a species, but if we were to die out 100,000 years from now or 2 million years from now, it'll still just be a mere moment in time. I mean, we all want to live forever and be remembered, but I just don't think there's no actual true immortality. The only way I can kind of see you still lasting is through your genes. That's it, passing on with a little bit of DNA to the next person. But as far as you being remembered by everybody, I just don't know if that's a feasible thing, because as we know, there's always new history being made, and some of the old history is just being put on the back burner. We forget about certain individuals of the past because we have moved on so far. Once we get out there, if we do, we'll move on so far past that stuff. It's just a mere afterthought, if anybody even thinks about it at all. I mean, maybe there may be some data in computers or whatever we're going to use in the future, but is anybody going to actually go back and look at it and say, who was the first person to go to America? Who were really the Vikings? You know, what were the Native Americans? Are people really going to look into that stuff? Because once we're out there and we're blending and mingling like that, a lot of this old history isn't going to matter anymore. But anyway, I'm rambling on about this stuff, so I'd like to get some of your thoughts if you have any thoughts about it. But that's just me. I'm starting to think that there is no actual immortality, because I think in the vastness of space and time, we're just a mere moment in time as a society, as a species. Now, we can last for a long time, but will we individually in different people in our history, will they actually be remembered forever? So I just like to get your thoughts on that. Peace.